Good day everyone, and welcome to episode 7, season 1, The Great Soviet Experiment, Hearts of Iron 4. We're opening up today in Iran, where the war continues, and we've opened up here just looking at four divisions walking away from each other. But they do seem to be taking a little time. Actually, there's more than 4 in there. Okay. There were 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, there you go. The divisions are working out. Now, Field Marshal Golikov is in charge down here, and we've sent his front line as it currently exists, and we have defined a new objective for him, which is down there. Now, I'm actually slowing the war down in Iran because I'm trying to wait until the civil war starts. I've done a little bit of reading on the civil war, and I might have just opened up the equivalent of Pandora's box. If I don't take Trotsky, which I had no intention of doing when I started the civil war, I end up basically having a, quote, proper civil war where foreign powers can influence and affect the civil war. And that means I could be, mildly putting it, in a little bit of trouble. Especially if Germany gets involved and decides to turn them fascist and give them support. That could end up particularly nasty. However, we did say that we would do the civil war, so we're going to give it a shot. Now, the other thing I'm hoping for, and that's really all it is a hope, is that the units that we have in foreign territory, i.e. down here involved in this war, will not participate in the civil war. And in fact, actually, having said that, I think we should get these two guys out of there as well and bring them down here. Because I don't want those prime units being involved in the civil war, especially if they decide to go on the wrong side of things. So that would be particularly unpleasant, and I don't think I would be at all impressed with an outcome that looked like that. So we want these guys down here for good. Now, the other thing is we're on one. We should actually check just to make sure that everything is where we remember it being. So we are doing anti-fascist, and we're going to have a look at this when we've completed that. R&D is progressing nicely. There's a while before we don't have to do anything there. Not out of anything yet. Build queues are looking pretty solid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots operational at the moment. So that is actually pretty good. Now, production lines. Yes. We've got some more queued up here that we're not using, but that's fine. We're making tons of convoys, but they are using steel. What's the steel situation? 200. We've got plenty of steel. Cool. Now, we are building quite a few divisions, and we are down here. I'm going to add another 3 so that we get them going along as well. That's cool. And in terms of logistics, how are we doing? We need more anti-air, that's for sure. Infantry equipment's doing okay. Motorized support. Yep. And these 3, of course, we're not manufacturing until 1941. And tanks. Now, tanks are interesting because at the minute we have light tank number 2, and we are researching the T-34. Now I am possibly going to reuse our light tanks when we get into the mediums. It's 167 days, so I'm not even going to start with the T32. I'm going to start with the T34, and that's where we're going to go with that. So we're doing reasonably well in terms of what we're about, and now really it's a question of waiting. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, we'll leave you. Ooh, really? You have standard infantry divisions in you? I guess I put them there. What have we got? The 21. Ah, right. You have engineer support and the field hospital. What have you got? Artillery. Right, okay. So I think what I'll do is I will take... Do you know what I will do? I will take some of that armour out of there. If I can remember where I had it. I think it was you. Yep. Let's take some of this armour out. And you. Now, I am going on the hope, really, and not much else, that get Zukov involved in this, that we can make a difference down here. So I think we'll move you to Tehran, and also hope that, here we go, we have units, and also hope that you don't get involved in the civil war and you stay with us. That's what we're kind of hoping for. And we also need to get the east shorn up as well. So let us get a low-ranking general for the moment. Oh, you are pretty good. You are not. Let's use you and send you over to the far east by giving you a field marshal that can take you all the way to the far east. Interesting. There's not much in it. The difference is you get a promotion cost, which is less, but you're identical. Well, there you go. So we're going to assign you to a new theatre, and we're going to call you Soviet Theatre East. And we are going to start defending the eastern frontier. Whoa, look how big it is. Goes all the way around Menjuko to Menguko. You know what? I'm not even going to try it. I can't do it. I just cannot do it. But fine. We'll get you guys over there. That's all happening. And you guys are down here. And have I ordered the advance? I don't think I have, actually. No, they're still relocating and they're still advancing, so that's fine. So that's really it. Now it's a question of when's the Civil War coming? But we have got some other things to do as well. So we had a double here. So we're going to put some more factories in. We'll move now to the east. What have we got in there? Military factory. We'll add a civilian one. And then down here, we've got 3 civilian factories. Okay, well let's add 3 military factories. And then we'll add 1 and 1. Cool. That's a fair way away from where the Germans are going to try to come. Alright, we're going up to 3 because time is precious. Well, actually, let's go up to 4 because we are literally going to wait now for the Civil War. Not in a hurry, not in a hurry at all. Getting good experience for the army. Missing equipment production, where we know that. Dismiss you. We could do something with the resistance, which is there apparently. Okay. Pause momentarily. Anti-fascist. Yep. Now, here's the big question. We improve the Stalin Line, we get forts. Helpful. We get claims in the Baltic. We really want that. Requires claims in the Baltic. Finland gains communist pressure. Sweden gains communist rule. Okay. Okay. Claims on Poland. So we get Eastern Poland. But if we go, okay, that's down to Poland. Then we have some other choices. We can protect Poland. Or we can do claims on Bessarabia, which will end up taking us to war with Germany. Or we go down the east fortification route, which builds on the Japanese border, forts, gives me Operation Z. China gains Operation Z. Okay. We annex Tuvu. Not sure that's so great. Or we end up at war with Japan. I like this line better, although when we get to here, I really think, well, that one I doubt. This one quite possibly. This one, not sure. But so it's the improve the Stalin Line. Ooh. Oh, I'm not in an offensive war. Oh, okay. I'm in an offensive war, it turns out. Well, what would I like to do? I could actually go the Great Purge and then choose the Civil War options. But I don't know that I want to do that as such. So what I think I might do is come down here for a little minute and have a look at this. So what are we producing at the moment? Of course, we could do this. Lower the division training time. But I think speeding up building things is possibly a better option for us. And so we will do that. Cool. Okay, now we will carry on at speed 4 and literally wait for the Civil War. Generals are going well down there. How is I was going to say Mr., but infantry leader is 83% there. He's actually getting some good skills up. Helpful if you got the infantry leader. That would be really good. Oh, Rokossovsky falls ill. That's disappointing. No, we're back up there, are we? Ooh, okay. Pause momentarily. Okay, now what have we got going on? 1938. Let's have a look over here. Right, we could do something there. What have we got going on over here? 38. Right, there is an option. We could do special forces. We can't do much down here of any use. The T-34 is being researched. Artillery, I'm not going to, actually. Land doctrine, already researching. 47 days to go. And you know what? I'm going to come over here and get more fuel from refineries. And carry on. $6.49 million. Holy dooly. And as we go, this will translate into troops on the ground. Unfortunately for us at the moment, those troops on the ground so we've got 9 divisions in training here and 12 divisions in training up there. And we have 9 divisions actually, what would you call it? So we had 9 divisions in basic training and now they're in specialist training, I suppose you could call them that. And free military factories. All right, so what do we need more of? We need more anti-air. Actually, we need a lot of anti-air. So what's happening with anti-air? So you're complete. Excavation. We'll just carry on there for a minute. I think what we'll do is we'll move anti-air up there. We'll add 8 and we'll add 8 artillery. And you know what, while we're at it? No, I'm happy with 5 and I'm happy with 5 there. Oh gosh, everything's happening now. Let's just pause that for a second, go to details. So we are absolutely going to carry on with this. We don't have the 100 to spend. But where we really want to be with this is down here. Recruitable population 5%. So we're just going to continue down that path. And now we're going to come back here and we're going to have a look at doing the special forces. Okay, and carry on. Surely you guys have taken that pocket by now. Really? No? Wow, okay. Wonder what General Golikov is waiting for. Hard to figure out. Actually, where is the... It's right there. Tell you what, go there. See if you can add some suppression. Right, now, how are we doing in here? Reasonable. And we're in the production zone. So I think we're doing pretty well, actually. We've got 3 more of you guys ready. So I'm going to deploy you. Cool. And you'll be whisked over to the east. and become accustomed to our Japanese friends. Well, it's January 1939, and we really do need to be producing a ton more troops on the ground. But I'm so worried about doing it in case the Civil War starts. Do you know what I might do? I might put all of these in reserve. And there you go. There are no air wings operational at all. We have gained 6.7%. What did they do? Aha, that's what they did. They claimed Memel. And Japan is attacking China. It's all happening down there. And it's kind of happening up here, except not a great deal of it. You know what I think I might do? How about we relocate you up there, and we relocate you to there, and that gives our guys, the guys in here, an opportunity to break out. Which could be a nice opportunity. Good opportunity to break out, yeah. Who's got low supplies? You have. Oh, there you go. Ah, here we go. Hold your horses. Although countless people have been executed and imprisoned as traitors and counter-revolutionaries over the past years, leading positions have been largely safe. Yeah, I'll bet. They have not been exempt from suspicion, however. With the creation of the Fourth International, Stalin appears possessed by the thought that those closest to him were never truly on his side. Those who try to gain his trust have further fueled this idea to cast themselves in a better light. The current situation is one of exceptional irony. The distrust within the current administration has rendered it unsustainable, and a coup is now imminent. Some party members are arguing that re-inviting Trotsky and turning the purges on the Stalinists could minimize the damage of the civil war that will ensue. Can this plan, which has been the General Secretary's greatest fear for years, truly be executed? Unthinkable. A massive civil war will break out soon. Communism in one country has failed. We need Trotsky. A minor civil war will break out when Trotsky returns. This is it. This is the big decision. This large civil war, I have read, is 2/3 of deployed troops. And this one is a very small one. Apparently, though, with this one, well, first of all, you lose Stalin and you get Trotsky. And then you lose Zhukov. Zhukov is not one of my favourite people, though. So that's not a major concern for me. But what does Trotsky give us? Because we're at that point now where I think we need to know. And that gives us, okay, this is Trotsky returns after the Civil War. Gains a better leader trait. Trotsky gains a better leader trait, and then we can go down the path of rehabilitate the military, which is a path we want to take. You know what? I have never done the Soviet Union with Trotsky. Let's do it. Oh dear, what have I done? I have no idea what I've done, but Joseph, this is the first time I'm playing Russia without you. I can modify the government. I don't know that that's a good idea either. Oh my word. What have I got? What have I done? I have no idea what I've done. And you know what? I'm going to wait because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that some officers are going to be purged, but I have no idea how many. No, I'm not going to do it because I just don't know. And we need to find out what happens when Trotsky comes back and where our minor civil war is going to break out and who's going to be on whose side. Oil processing is finished. Details, please. 39. Okay, now in 39, we've got some things we can seriously do. Not the least of which is this one. Much better infantry equipment. We are definitely taking that. And 46 days till we get the T-34. Actually, speaking of 36 days, or 46 days until we get the T-34, we seriously need to get motivated on that. So, let's just... This is going to be a nightmare over here. There is literally no point in building too close to the border because it's just going to get wasted. So there is, what's in there? One civilian factory. So let's put one military factory in there. Two military factories in there. Two military factories in there. Two military factories in there, and then let's build another refinery. And another fuel depot in Omsk. Okay. And wait for the Civil War to start, because that's what we're waiting for. And we are hoping beyond hope. Uh-oh, here we go. The world may never know if Stalin's paranoia was targeting the right people, or whether he made more enemies trying to exterminate every Trotskyist in the party. What is known is that what he feared eventually came to pass. Today, Leon Trotsky re-emerged as having returned from his exile, and with the support of several influential party members and NKVD officers, launched a coup overthrowing Stalin's rule. The former General Secretary was attacked in his home with an ice axe. Oh dear, now there's a bit of in-game irony for you. And was swiftly executed along with several of his supporters. Oh, hey, what happened? Message from Russia changes their diplomatic status. Stop. Well, stop, pause. The Great Purge. Bypassed, right? War. Whoa, look at you. I don't see any troops at all. Wow, okay. Hang on, keep going. There must be troops somewhere. Are there? No. All right, well, you need to come and start taking victory points. And you need to stop training. And let's give you a front. Warning. Okay, yeah, okay. Let's draw a front. And your front's going to be there, right? And then I think, actually let's give you an objective that will take all of this across here. And just go. Oh, we got, who are you? What happened? I don't understand. Okay, let's add you to there. I'm pretty sure. What? Oh, we lost an officer. Interesting. Max, you take charge of that. Okay. All these units are still loyal to us. So let's just take there and then walk across to the, oh, no, and then walk across here like so. Okay. We'll get some victory points up. And you, because armor is always good to have, go to Baku. Excellent. It's all going well. You would have to say. Is there units there, or can I not see the units because I'm not close enough to the border? Okay, well, we have started pushing against them, and I don't see any point in going up there. Look at that, if it isn't White Russians. Our point was we couldn't see them. All right, now, General Golikov, you just need to finish. Proceed and take them all out, and then we need to turn around and get involved in the Civil War. Ooh, it's exciting. Well, that's first quarter, 1939, the Civil War. Now I think we can go and get our military high command. Oh, he was purged by Trotsky. Army regrouping. Ah, that's disappointing. Division recovery rate. Sure, that seems reasonable. So, okay, hang on. We should have a look at Trotsky. Interesting. Political power gain is minus 15%. Oh, and there you go. We have Iran. Now, I don't know whether it would be better to conquer it or puppet it. But I think it's take all states. That's what I think it is. And I think we're done. 2,500 equipment. That's not shabby. And the important thing for us is, if I can just click on the right square, oil. Oil is very important. Okay, now, okay, let's just pause this for a second because I do want to have a quick look at this. Political power gain minus 15%, so political power has actually fallen. However, subversive activities like declaring war and justifying and all that, the cost has gone down, but the justifying of war goals has gone up 15%. That's not that shabby. It's not that shabby. Oh, we've lost someone here. Who did we lose? Ooh, yeah. Wow, we lost a lot of people. Did we get the... Right, we got the infrastructure and civilian building bonuses, but we got very little else. Democratic reformer? I don't think so. Manage subjects? No. Occupied territories. I don't think we're going to do any of that either. Okay, well that's very interesting. So now what we want to do is take General Golikov and clear you, and then give you this front. No, not give you anything. Give you this front. And then I want you to push up, because you've certainly got the troops. Actually, you might as well push through to here. And the order is go. That's the order. What do you look like? Are you going to strategically redeploy? Doesn't look like you are. Okay, but it's all happening. We have issued the orders, and the upstarts here are going to pay the price for their treachery. We got any other troops around? No, we do not. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's an episode. And in fact, I think we could finish just with this little view here of White Russia within the Soviet Union, which is a bit of a thing, but at least we've made some new things which I've never done before. 1939, we had the Civil War. I've never had the Civil War before. And not only that, but I've never had Trotsky before. Now I've got both. So the excitement is just building for the next episode, which will be episode number 8. So thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you're enjoying the channel. And I hope you stay well until the next time you come to the Gig channel. So until then, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.